Anthony, when you guys have been breaking down the Nuggets now just for a couple days, I'm sure you watched their matchup with the Clippers. What stands out to you about them compared to the times that you saw them throughout the regular season?
They're putting a lot of confidence right now. You know, Jokic and Murray are they're two guys who lead them, scoring a variety of ways, and you know I think they're number one in like pick and roll usage, and those two guys are leading the way for them. So obviously, to do what they've done in this playoffs, coming back from 3-1 in both their series is phenomenal and something that we've never seen before. So they have a lot of confidence right now, and you know it's going to be a tough matchup for us. You know they always played us pretty tough in the regular season, and the way they're playing right now just pose a bigger threat. But like I said, we've been preparing for them and just trying to find the best way to limit those two guys.
Hey Anthony, it's Dave. How are you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Cool. How do you think this playoff run would compare, I'm looking at your stomach now.
I know. Sorry. We do want a little bit, just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry, guys. That's perfect.
That looks fine.
Hold on, sorry, AD. There we go. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm back, man. How do you think this run would compare, or I guess I'll put it this way. How do you think this run has been benefited by being together so much, being in the bubble versus playing home games and road games and all that?
I think it was beneficial for us. Spending a lot of time with your teammates and the coaching staff, you're able to, get extra work in. Talk with the guys a lot more, watch a lot more film with each other than probably you won't do when you're at home. With your families or whatever going on. You have a lot more things that can happen, that can go on. So I think it's been beneficial for us. We've been together for 2.5 months or something like that, and guys have been great around each other. We've been doing a lot of things together as a team, and we also been doing a lot of things on the court and in the film room as well that we probably wouldn't have if we wasn't here.
Yes, he had the ice cream. Swift.
Hey Anthony, it's Bill Orem. You and Jokic are two guys who kind of defined what it means to be a big man in the modern game. I'm wondering how you view that matchup specifically when you guys are matched up with each other, and then in the regular season you guys had a lot more success against them when you were actually over at the 5. I'm curious why, in your mind, that might be.
I don't think of it as anything. He's a talented player, one of the best bigs in this league. But I don't go in as with the mindset that it's me versus him. It's Lakers versus Nuggets, and while we had success while I'm at the 5, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously we're smaller, we're a lot faster. But I just take pride in my defense and in guarding him. Like I said, he's a tough guy to guard offensively. He's able to shoot the ball. He can pass extremely well. He can shoot. He can go in the post. So there's a lot of ways he can beat you. And for me, those are always fun matchups for me because it makes me play defense. Makes me compare where I am defensively against great offensive players. So, but it's always been fun for me playing against him and get to do it for an entire series.
All right, Allison, we'll toss to you for onside questions.
Kyle Goon, please.
Sort of picking up on that, how you guys this is your third team with a very different style. When you guys are switching from how the Rockets play smaller and in isolation to a team like this one where the big is a shooting and passing threat, I mean, how much is that sort of give you whiplash as you kind of prepare, and how much of an adjustment is that mentally for you?
It's not. I mean, we've been doing a great job of being able to adjust each series. Portland was different from Houston. Houston is different from Denver. So we've been doing a great job the coach has been excellent in breaking down film and giving us the things and the tools that we need to be successful. So we've been great at in adjusting and making sure we're prepared for each opponent. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same here. They've given us a lot of breakdown on their personnel and their team to, put us in the best situation to win. But, we're able to, adjust to any style of play, whether it's small like Houston or, big like Denver. So, we'll be ready.
Dan?
Anthony, Nikola doesn't have a traditional sort of NBA body, especially at the position. How does he use that to his advantage, his size, and to sort of maybe like the pace at which he moves? It seems like it's very unusual.
Yeah, he's very slow with this game. He plays with his own pace. Everybody talk about pace, and he got his own pace. He's never sped up. He never rushed. He plays at his own pace, and it works for him. He's been very successful at that. It works for their team. And when you play at that type of pace, you're able to see a lot on both ends of the floor. So, it's been working for him. It's going to be a challenge for us to make sure we try to limit him.
See, Sam? Amick?
Hey, D, I'm curious. I know Nuggets are front and center now, but assuming you were watching Game 7 live, you guys as stars are going to have a different view. As you're watching that fourth quarter, Kawhi and Paul struggling like that, you're pretty shocked with the way it ended for them. And is there any letdown for you guys? Because all year long it seemed like Clippers-Lakers was something that folks were gearing up for.
Not let down for us. We focus on our team. We can't control what any other team do but the Lakers, and that's kind of been that's been us. That's been our whole thing the entire season. We focused on our own team. It's a fun game to watch. Obviously in Game 7 anything can happen. That just kind of been the thing around the league, and especially with that team who's been down 3-1 before, and then been down 3-1 in their series. It's going to be a good game. But our focus isn't on, the Clippers or the Battle of LA. It was more so what can we do to finish our season strong.
See, TC?
Yeah, a couple more here. First, let's go to Tanya.
Hey, AD. You mentioned earlier in this that it's really fun for you to play against Jokic. Can you expand a little on that? Why is that? Why is it so much fun?
Like I said, he's a great offensive player, and it challenges me on defense when I'm guarding him to see where my defense stands against his offense. He's one of the better post players in this league, one of the better offensive players in this league. Can score from all over the floor. And so anytime I match up against him is always a battle, and it's fun for me just to test where I am defensively, especially against a guy like that.
All right, next, let's get Mark.
Hey, Anthony, Mark Regina here. Frank yesterday was praising you and LeBron, not just for your guys' obvious talent, but for really setting the tone in practice, film sessions, and games, and having that sense of urgency consistently. How have you guys tried to approach that overall throughout the season?
Just being the leaders of the team, being the ones that speak up in film sessions, being the ones that, on the court in practice leading, playing with a great pace in practice, playing a lot of energy, just kind of get the team going. We know these guys, follow us on the court, and so it's our job to make sure that we're the ones leading. And having a guy like Bronze who's been in a situation many times, especially now. I kind of lean on him a lot, especially in these playoffs. I haven't been here before, so leaning on him a lot and trying to follow his lead while also still trying to lead the rest of the guys. So it's been fun. It's been challenging. Just being here and not having a typical playoffs, but. It's been fun for us, and we're moving in the right direction. So, like I said, we got a tough opponent ahead of us tomorrow night, and it's going to be a great series.
Hey, Anthony Trudell again. I forgot to ask you about this earlier. So, All NBA First Team is one of those things that we, as a player's career goes on, and even after the fact, it's a big deal, right? Being one of the top 5 guys. I wonder if that spot specifically is something that you think about, is something that's meaningful in any particular way.
It's always an honor to be on an All NBA team. Even more first team. So. That's always an honor, but we know what the bigger goal is, especially for me, is to win a championship. Anytime I can get other awards along the way, it's definitely an honor. Not too many people can say that they've been first team, let alone an All NBA team, and I've been able to do that several times. So it's been an honor for me, and then. But we can't, I can't lose, track and get excited about that and not, remember, what the ultimate goal is. I think, having a championship trumps everything, every other award. And so, that's kind of been, my mindset.